All right. Good morning. Sorry I'm a minute or two late. I was playing with my little kid and then rushed to the studio because I had to do a couple things here at the studio. But I am here, so good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, excellent. So now that's good. We're moving forward. Let me just plug in one more thing and then we'll start going. So I figured, I thought today about the things that I've done to keep myself relatively sane during this time. And I want to hear from you guys what you have done to keep yourself relatively sane during this pandemic, during the crazy time. So I was thinking I'll probably write a blog post about this or just shoot a little video about it. But basically I was thinking, what are the 5 things that I've done to keep myself mentally sane during these last, however many weeks. And first of all, yoga, 6 days a week, right? Thanks to you guys. And then exercise, for sure, has been another key thing. And sleep really, there were a lot of times in the beginning where our little, now almost 9-month-old guy wasn't sleeping, and that just put an extra stress on my state of mind when I wasn't sleeping that much, or I was up 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night. So exercise, yoga, exercise, sleep, and then being present with my kids actually was one of the things that I thought of, just to block everything out and just be there, because they're just Madison's 4, so she'll go, I miss my friends, but most of the time she's totally fine. So it's been a pleasure to be there with my family, right? My wife too, and sometimes we talk about stuff. And then the 5th thing, and you might not believe it, but the 5th thing is frozen yogurt, you guys. I went out on a limb and I bought, for those of you that don't know, I don't really do dessert that much. I used to, from being a sugar addict and, alcoholic and all that sort of stuff. But that's been, it's like a different lifetime ago, it feels like. But so sugar, I've I had to just go and get some frozen yogurt. So those 5 things, I want to hear from you what your 5 things are, or at least 1 or 2 things that you've done to help you stay sane. So today we're going to do a class. I didn't bring the book with me, otherwise I was going to show you a picture of the book, so I had to choose a pose. And the pose is going to be Pinchamayurasana, which is the forearm balance, which we've done before. So we'll do, a lot of stuff leading up to kind of opening up the shoulders a little bit, opening up the upper back a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Feet about mat distance or shoulder distance. Bring the palms together. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths in and out of the nose. Set your intention. Intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen. And then drop your head to one side, easy neck stretch. Switch back, other side, same thing. Good, then drop the arms from there. Make a few circles with the head, one direction. I would open the door to the studio, but we got the construction going on again outside, so it's going to be really loud, so we'll just have our echoey studio. Good, opposite direction in the head rolls, neck rolls. Good, and back to the center. Some shoulder rolls, forward and back. Forward and back. And then back and forward, back and forward. Other side. Other direction. Good, and then arms up from there, interlace the fingertips. Turn the palms up, straighten the arms, stretch the shoulders a little bit. And really notice your shoulders as you take the arms back. Really feel where you start to feel that stretch. Is it shoulder, like if you're here and your arms are straight, but then as you start to lift the arms up further, you have to bend them. Well, I want you to stay here and I want you to really get the stretch in the shoulders if you can. And if you're up here, where I am, notice where your chest pushes forward and you sink into the lower back. Avoid that. So keep that pelvis level. Don't stick the butt back and tilt the pelvis forward, all right? Breathe. Good, fold to one side, stretch. And then fold to the other side, stretch. Good. And then back to the center, lean back, take a nice big inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Hang forward here, and breathe. Just gonna make sure, yeah, we're good. So hanging forward, grabbing the elbows, drop the head, a little stretch in the back of the legs. Breath is smooth. And then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. If you have a towel or a strap, this is where you'd want to use your towel or strap. Breathe. Good, one more breath. Give it a big stretch. And then release the arms, roll back up, abdomen strong, slowly rolling back up. And then take a few arm circles. So loosening up the shoulder here. So there's a couple different ways to build up into this pose, but eventually what you have to have for Pinchamayurasana, which is forearm balance, switch sides, is open shoulders and open spine, and then the strength. So we're going to lead up to that, but the upper back really is kind of what we want to break open today if we can. So now a little bit side to side. And notice your spine. So when I do this, I bend my knees a little bit, and typically I can feel this in my lower spine. See if you can feel it in the upper spine as you go back and forth, side to side. Good, and then back to the center. Sun salutations, palms together, reach the arms up, nice big inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward, step back to plank. Top of a push-up. Hold it here, breathe, a few breaths. We will take our push-ups today. Abdomen strong, breath smooth. 5 times, lower halfway, chaturanga, press back up, plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga, press back up, plank. Oh, my shoulder's better. Look at that. Lower, press up. 2 more, lower, push up. 1 more, lower, and push up. Good, drop to the knees, cat and cow tilts. If you were with us yesterday, I was having a little bit of a shoulder thing on my right side, but it's okay today. Inhale, exhale. The only thing I did really besides modifying the class yesterday for myself was just not use it, just kind of rest. I did a little bit of self-massage, getting into the shoulder, but not really that much at all. Inhale, exhale. So it just apparently was just a little bit of recovery. Just need a little extra recovery. Good. Now back to the center. Lift the feet side to side, shoulder and hip together one side, shoulder and hip together other side. Good. And then back to the center, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, bend the left leg, press the right heel down. Nice big stretch one side. Really breathe into the back of that leg. And then switch sides. Great, straighten both legs from there. Coming up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold down as you exhale. Stretch all the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Just adjust that slightly. Arms up again, inhale. That's better, fold down as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back as you exhale, all the way to the mat. So remember, you could do knees first. This is the easier option, all the way to the mat. A gentle back bend. And feel this in the spine. Breath or two. And then back to downward facing dog. Fingers spread, palms flat. Lift the tailbone, breathe. Good, up on the toes again. This time you can hop or walk forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale, good. Two more, arms up. Inhale, fold down forward as you exhale. Stretch, extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, nice back bend. Really think about your back here. You're gonna open up the back. Downward facing dog, hold it and breathe. Good. Coming up on the toes again, walk or jump. Extend the spine, inhale, fold down, exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale, good. One more, arms up again, inhale. And fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. If you want a little harder version, back to chaturanga, then down dog. Right leg up behind you right away. Take it up and breathe. Stretching the back of your left leg here. Good, lifting it up. And now, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to the left side, twist, squeeze, back and up. Forward up to your right side, back and up, all the way forward to the hands. Stay here, hip hamstring stretches. Inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips down. Inhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips down. Keep it going, inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Warrior one. Turn the back foot flat. Come on up. Warrior one. Hold it. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Hips turn forward. Sinking down. Now clasp the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Lift the upper body up. Really pull those shoulders back. So that's an external rotation of your shoulders. Lift the heart up, drop the head back, take a big inhale, and then fold down as you exhale. Stretch. Good, one more breath, give it a good stretch. And then come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back, vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good, left side when you're ready. Take the left leg up, stretch it, and breathe. One more inhale, lift up a little taller, and then shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong, lift it back and up. Forward knee to your right side, twist and squeeze, back and up from there. Forward up to your left, back and up, all the way forward. Stay here. Come on the fingertips, straightening the front leg, flexing the foot. Bending the knee, sink the hips down. Straighten the leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, sink the hips down. You know, keep this going a few times. You know, in thinking about the 5 things that I have done to help keep my mind sane during this whole thing, there was one thing that I find interesting that I decided not to do. Couple more times here, and that is intermittent fasting. So turn the back foot flat, warrior one. We'll talk about this more in my conscious endurance community, so if you haven't joined that, you can do that. But yeah, I used to do minimum 12 hours a day. I would stop, we finish dinner around 7:30, and I definitely would not have anything except water until at least 7:30 or more. Sometimes I'd try to go 13, 14, 15, even up to 16 hours on the weekends if I could. Lift the heart up, pull the shoulders back, drop the head back, lift up, take a big inhale, and then fold down as you exhale. And breathe and stretch. But you know, one of the things about fasting is it does raise your cortisol levels. So it is a stress. It is a stressor. And I just figured, since I'm already stressed, come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down as you exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. I wasn't going to worry about, you know, the intermittent fasting to do that. But now that I feel much better, and over the course of the last couple months, you know, you adjust a little bit. I have adjusted a little bit. And so now I'm kind of back into my regular 12 hours, though. Last night I did have some frozen yogurt, so flavored with coconut milk, and only a half a serving, so it doesn't really, not like I sat down with a quart. Come up on the toes, walk or hop forward. Halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, bend the knees, reach the arms up. We're gonna add a little twist. So bring the palms together, hook your left elbow outside the right knee, and I want you to think about this for the upper back. So lengthen the upper body as you turn up and twist and lean back if you can. Really twist that thoracic spine. Good. Back to the center, chair pose. Switch, palms together, hook it, lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist. One side you'll notice usually is a bit tighter. One more breath. Back to chair, inhale. Stand up, hands together at the heart. Exhale, good. Big full breath. And now linking it together, let's do one, and then we'll do a couple of dancing warriors. So let's just do one time sun salutation B. Back to chair pose, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and maybe chaturanga again. Downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Heart opens, shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down. Leg back, vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, pause and breathe. Here in downward facing dog, extend the shoulders, lift the tailbone, drop the head down, stretch. One more breath. And then up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good. Full breath. And then dancing warrior. So now this adds the warrior two, reverse warrior, extended side angle. So if you're newer, just follow along, do the best you can. Otherwise, we'll do 2 rounds like this. Chair pose first. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Step or jump back. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Inhale. Warrior two, open up. Exhale. Good. Reverse warrior. Back arm down, right arm up and back. Stretch. And then forward, forearm down, left arm over the ear. Reach, inhale. And then back up, warrior two. And let it go. Hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one first. Then warrior two next. Open up. Reverse warrior, back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. And then forward, forearm down, so you can go here or here. But then reach, and then back up, warrior two. And let it go. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa. Shoulders back, good, downward facing dog. Just for a moment, we're gonna do another one, but just for a moment, drop to the knees. What I want you to do is bend the arms out to the side. Take your bent arms underneath your body. So notice my arms are bent. Right now with my knees down, this is not that big of a deal, right? And it doesn't take that much to hold here. But this action, bringing the elbows together, is going to open up the shoulder blades on the back. So you want to stretch the shoulder blades on the back. Excuse me. So from here, I want you to keep that and then go to downward facing dog. Right? Straightening the legs, and now push the arms straight. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. So one more breath. And then up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. So part of the issue that we have to work on is breaking open all this back here. And it's really tight for a lot of people. And as you continue to age, or gain wisdom, as I like to say, this happens, right? Soon you'll be in the grocery store pushing the shopping cart around, with the hunchback. So we don't want that, right? We want to stand nice and tall. We want to be open like that, right? I mean, obviously that's exaggerated, but the idea is at least to stand up, right? That's what we're supposed to do, right? So that's the idea. So let's go ahead and do that again. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale. Warrior one, reach up. Inhale. Warrior two, open up. Exhale. Reverse warrior, back arm down. Right arm up and back, stretch. Good. Forward. Right hand down, left arm over the ear, reach. And then back up, warrior two. And then let it go, hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach. Warrior two, open. Reverse warrior, back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. And then forward, forearm down, or all the way to the floor. Really reach. And then come on back up, warrior two. And let it go, hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take an extra moment here, breathe. When you're in downward facing dog, typically you want to have your shoulders extended. You want to lift the tailbone and extend up, right? So, but now, just for a moment, what I want you to do is dip your head and shoulders. So extend up and then dip down into the head and shoulders and breathe. Good. And then come on back. So that should be a stretch, kind of upper back, shoulders. Go ahead and drop to the knees. We're going to do a little twist. We actually just did this the other day. But left arm, I think last time I was here at the studio, maybe it was Friday. Left arm underneath the right. You're going to drop the head and shoulder down. This is a thoracic spinal twist. Notice this action. So this action here is me pushing. I'm pushing down and away. So, big, big, big stretch. Good. And then other side, same thing. Setting up the hand, right arm goes underneath the arm, right shoulder down, head down, and then from here, push. And feel that stretch and twist. Good. All right. And then back up. Low plank into core, just 1 minute. And then dolphin pose. Go ahead and tuck the toes, straighten the legs back. Timer begins now. Here you have it. And also, when we go to forearm balance, and you can just hang here, I got my timer going. There's one way to do it, which is your fingers interlaced and you're balancing on your forearms. The other way is like this, where you're balancing on your forearms. One is just the precursor. So this one is harder because the shoulders need to be more open. So even in this low plank, if you can, go ahead and have your palms flat and your forearms parallel to each other as much as possible. And if it's not possible, then you know there's a little bit of tightness in there. All right. Breathing deep, you're already 45 seconds into this minute. But this is one of the reasons why we use blocks. And I just didn't grab my block today, but I could. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dolphin. So you lift the hips and then press the shoulders back. Push them back and breathe. Good. A few more breaths. Good. And push. All right, now look at the hands. Down dog. Push the arms to downward facing dog. Very good. All right. And from here, right leg goes up. Bring it all the way forward. Turn the back foot flat. Warrior 1. And then warrior 2. Open up to the side. Standing position. Standing pose here. Oh. So what we're going to do is eagle pose with the arms. I'm just going to show you this way. So if I'm in warrior 2, stay in warrior 2 at the front leg. You're going to take the bottom arm, the back arm. So this is my left arm on the bottom. Front arm on top. Cross over as much as you can. Then you come back around and grab the hands this way, right? And lift the upper body up. Breathe. Lift the arms up and stretch. So this is a stretch in the upper back. I'm going to step back to my position here. You might not even be able to grab the fingers, but you do the best you can. Really feel that stretch in the upper back, the shoulder on the right side. A few more breaths. Good, then release it. And now, left arm wraps around the back. Come forward, bring the forearm to the thigh. Pause. Lift the upper body up, lean back and twist. If you're more comfortable, right hand to the floor. Keep leaning back, keep breathing deeply. Good, one more breath. And then left arm up over the ear, like before, but hold it, breathe deep. Maybe looking up at the top thumb, or not the top thumb, but just look up at the arm. Turning the head, but chin down. And then come on back up, warrior 2. Push the legs straight, back arm down, stretch. Good. One more breath. Good, and then forward, wrap the arms. So right arm under, left arm behind, clasp and hold, and breathe. Lengthen the upper body up as you twist up and turn and breathe deep. A few more breaths. Good, and then come on back up, warrior 2. And then we're going to let it go. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Anytime you need to, you can always go to downward facing dog. Straight back, you don't have to do the vinyasa if you don't want to. But right away from here, left side, take the leg up. Bring it all the way forward. Turn the back foot flat, warrior 1. And then open up to the side, warrior 2. Excuse me. So this time, same thing as before, basically with the arms. So the back arm, for me, this is my right arm on the bottom, left arm, front arm on top, cross over and around. Grab the hands if you can and reach up. Remember, this is not about the arms, it's about the back. It's about back here, kind of rotate our cuff muscles, and breathe. Abdomen strong, breath smooth. Good, one more breath. Lift it up, stretch. And then release it. Good, right arm back around. Go ahead and bring the forearm to the thigh, lean back, twist up, breathe deeply. Remember, focusing on the upper back if you can, shoulders and upper back. Twist up. Maybe drop that hand down if you want, a few more breaths. Good. And then release that arm over the ear. Stretch. One more inhale. Then come on back up, warrior two. And reverse it. Back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. Good, one more inhale. And then forward, wrap the arms. So left arm under, right arm behind, clasp and hold. Lengthen up, twist up, breathe deeply. Few more breaths, hanging in there, softening and stretching. Good, and then come on back up, warrior two. And then let it go, hands down, take the leg back. Ooh, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Good, pause there, breathe. Very good. Drop to the knees from there. And then drop to the forearms again. We're going to do low plank for another minute. And again, this is to kind of warm up, and then we're going to give you a little abdomen, but then we're going to go into dolphin. So just stretching that upper back. So let's get to here. Ready, set, go. 1 minute. Abdomen strong. Tucking the toes. Breath smooth. So staying steady, remember, as long as this doesn't hurt the back, as long as your hips don't start to go down and your back doesn't start to strain, then you're okay. If that does start to happen, you gotta lift your hips up a little higher, just fine. Breathe, whatever you decide. Abdomen strong, 15 seconds to go. Breath smooth, shoulders relaxed. Well, shoulders extended, not relaxed, extended and engaged. That's right, shoulders engaged, strong. 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, dolphin pose, push the shoulders back. Give them a really big stretch, hopefully. Look at the hands, push to downward facing dog. Good, and then from there, drop to the knees again. You can point the toes back, so go ahead and point the toes back. From here, shoulder stretch, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, pull the shoulders back and down, breathe deep. One more inhale. And then fold down as you exhale.
Good. One more breath. Stretch. Okay, that was 3 more breaths. Apparently I can't count to 1. All right. Okay, so here we're gonna go now into give you the opportunity to kick upside down here. And I'm gonna grab the block for a second, so just bear with me. But if kicking upside down is not for you, then it's totally fine. You can just stay in dolphin pose. All right, but we might come back and do this again because we'll go into some back bends and some pigeon pose stuff. But so here's one way to do it, right? So if you have the block, set it like this, set the hands down. This just keeps your forearms parallel, stops you from your hands from going in this way, right? So I can just show you if I kick up, see my hands go in just a little bit. So that actually, and then you want to go up. But that is actually, just because my shoulder's a little tight, they force it in. Now, this might just be science fiction to hold that, and your arms might come out to the side, in which case it's fine. Just do this. This I find is a little bit more unstable. Now, if you're not going to kick up, it's totally fine. What you're going to do is just go back into dolphin pose. And if you're in dolphin pose like this, I want you to take one leg up, and just hold it and breathe. If you're gonna kick up, go ahead now and kick up. Right, and hold and breathe. Careful not to hurt yourself. If you need a wall, then you get to the wall. Because remember, anything that happens to you by yourself at your house is your own fault. We're all adults, right? Okay, so other leg, here's the other leg. So from here, you kick up with the other leg. That's a little bit harder, right? There we go. Oh, there it is. Right. Back down. So again, that's the idea. My hat was getting in the way a little bit, but that's the idea. I find it just a little bit unstable. I find it way more stable to have my palms down, which is why I grab my block. But even if you're, at times I've had my thumbs together. When my shoulders were tighter, I would just kind of, have my thumbs together, and that would seem to work. So we're gonna do one more. I don't know. If you want to just kick up, maybe not kick all the way up, but just kick up a little bit, just to get the idea and feel. It's a trickier pose to fall out of. I can teach you how to fall out of handstand. That's easy. You come up, you go over, and that's out of handstand. But this one here, because your arms are bent, it's just a lot harder to kick up and out, because you might fall and you got to deal with your arm and shoulder. So if you're going to kick up, but not, if you're going to just slightly kick but not kick into the balance, you just hop up a little bit. So that looks like this. Where you go here, you stretch the shoulders, right? Every time you go in there, push back a little bit, get more shoulder opener, and then maybe just a little hop. Just see what it feels like, right? You're going all the way up, and go all the way up, and push up. That's the idea. You push up with the arms up. You want to get out of that tightness in the shoulders. That's the idea. So a couple more of those. I'm going to do the other leg, and then we're going to start to go into some back bends and kind of wind down into some hips. One more here. Forearms parallel, opposite leg if you can. And then push up. So whether you're in dolphin pose with the feet down or you're here, I want you to push up, all right, and get out of the shoulders. And there's another way to do that too, with a strap around your forearms. And that was what I did back in the beginning. My shoulders were so tight as I kept the strap
to keep my arms were not allowed to go the other way, and I just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And eventually it worked. All right, that's enough of that inversion. So that's Pincha Mayurasana, or forearm balance. Good luck with that, don't hurt yourself. Let's do an easy back bend, just a little counter stretch for the spine. So you can tuck the toes here. We'll start with one leg. Tucking the toes looks like that. All right. So right arm down, left arm up, lean back and stretch. Good. Switch sides, same thing, stretching, lifting up, leaning back, and stretch. Good. And then forward, child's pose. We're going to do one more like that. The child's pose for a second. Just give your body a moment to rest. All right, and then again, same thing. Lift up, lean back, and breathe. Hands to the heels, driving the hips forward, lifting the heart up, dropping the head back. This will prevent the hunchback. A few more breaths. Abdomen strong, slowly coming down. And release. Good. Child's pose again. A few breaths, just a couple moments, letting the back unwind. Back bends can be more intense. So just give it a moment. Good. And then downward facing dog. And we're going to do kind of a three-pronged pigeon pose. So downward facing dog, take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a big stretch. Then switch sides and stretch. And then right leg up, bring it forward. Drop the back knee down, come up. We'll just make sure we do about 2 minutes on each side, just for time's sake. So 30 seconds here, sinking that front leg down, you're stretching your hip flexor, and then take the left arm up, lean back slightly, breathe. Good, one more big inhale, well, a couple more big breaths. Good, and then forward. Now, lizard pose. So lizard pose, foot to the middle of the mat, scoot that back knee back some, lengthen the upper body up, and then sink down and breathe. Good, one more breath, sinking down in there, stretching. And then foot back this way. Good, into regular pigeon. Pause about a minute. It's always funny to me, this watch. So I have the Garmin Phoenix. I have an older one, it's like the 3 or 3 Plus or whatever it is. Now they're up to the 6. I think they went from the 4, I don't know. It's been a few years, I've had this for a few years for sure. 5 or 6 years. But it tells me to move when I practice yoga, regardless of how hard I do it. It's like, it says, move. You haven't moved in an hour. Meanwhile, I've been moving this whole past hour. It's crazy. Listen, watch. What are you talking about? Just a couple more breaths on this side. The ring though, I really love the ring. If you haven't gotten the Aura ring, I recommend that. That's really good. You know, that's been an interesting thing because it tracks my sleep. Let's switch legs. And switch sides, left leg forward and drop the back knee. And this again is a discussion that we'll get into in my forum there, the Conscious Endurance platform. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, check out teddymcdonald.com. That's my personal website, teddymcdonald.com. And there's a community link. Click community, and then it'll pop you over to what I'm calling Conscious Endurance, which is basically an online community that brings all of us together, people who want to just kind of crush life, basically, who want to live long, stay strong, you know, do things that push themselves and just peel the layers off physically, emotionally, spiritually, and just kind of be pioneers in the world, you know, of health and wellness. So just started it, so there's a few people who've jumped in already. It's totally free. There is a paid option. The paid option really is just, for the moment, is support for us and me and kind of what we do in the studio and all that. But there is a totally free option, so you feel free to go in there and just join and take part in some of the discussions that are going on. This right arm up, lean back. But one of the things we'll discuss in there is heart rate variability. Lift up, lean back, and then come forward. And now lizard pose. So this foot middle of the mat, scoot the knee back. Heart rate variability is basically the variation between beats. If your heart beats when you're not exercising, it beats whatever, 60 beats a minute, 50 beats a minute, you know, 80 beats a minute, whatever it is for you. But those beats are not equidistant. They change. There's a variation. Sometimes it's bump, bump, sometimes it's bump, bump, right? And the larger, the greater that variation, the more ready / able you are to handle stress. Stress from the day, stress from a workout, you know, wherever you get your stress. Go ahead. Now, the local pandemic. Go ahead down into pigeon pose. But it's a really important metric, and is becoming more and more. It's only been measured really for the last, I think, about 10 years maybe. But it's, you know, it's used when I train some of my clients. We'll look at that, and if they have had a big workout day, your body overnight is healing, and your heart rate variability will go lower because it's helping you heal. But what that means is the next day, maybe you shouldn't push as hard. So there's a prescription based on your heart rate variability. And this ring, I found after using the Garmin and the Apple Watch and the Fitbit, I found that this ring is far and above the better option for sleep tracking and heart rate variability. And I wear it 24/7, except when I'm charging it. But it's quite a fantastic thing. So we'll chat about that, among other things, in that platform. A couple more breaths. What kind of frozen yogurt that I bought last night? Go ahead and come on up and bring the legs forward. Shake them out for a second. Seated forward bend. Our finishing sequence. Flex the feet back, reach the arms up, fold forward. And of course, I don't think I made this announcement earlier, but if you can help support us on a donation basis, we would love that. Very much appreciate it. Many of you have, and I thank you for that. You can go to 5pointyoga.com, which is this lovely studio here. The number 5, POINTYOGA.com, and you can either sign up for your class or you can do a donation, suggested $15 donation for class. Otherwise, you can Venmo me directly, which is at Teddy McDonald. Just at Teddy McDonald. And otherwise, we'll be back again tomorrow with a HIIT yoga class, meaning that we're going to do kind of a similar warm-up, and then we're going to throw in some kind of hardcore cardio, high-intensity interval training, lunges, jumps, maybe some push-ups, more ab stuff, that kind of thing, and mixed in with some yoga. So last week we started it. People seem to dig it, so we're going to do it on Thursdays. Take the legs up and back and over the head. Plow pose. From plow to shoulder stand, lift the legs up. Legs wide, flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. And then take the legs back up and then down over the head slowly. Come on down. And then we'll take our final twist. Pull the right knee in, give it a good squeeze. Roll to your left side, easy stretch. Good, then switch it back. Roll to the right side, same thing. All right, Shavasana, final rest. Feet flop open, arms down by the side, eyes closed, breath smooth. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Just a few minutes here. Totally relaxed.
Okay, go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to the belly. Take a few breaths. And then bend the knees, roll to your right side, take your time. And then make your way up to a seat, comfortable seated position. Sit up tall. We'll take our final moment here. Bring the palms together. Take a moment of gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you very much. Sorry I was a minute late, a couple minutes late, but I very much appreciate you showing up on a regular basis, supporting our studio here. Thank you very much, supporting me and my work and the studio. Thank you for that. Stay safe, stay healthy, support your local businesses as well. And we all need it right now, that's for sure. And I'll see you tomorrow for more yoga, mixed in with a little sprinkle of some, high intensity interval training. All right, see you then.